Phil!
What? Oh my God, what
We're doing some real
happened?
RTCW.
Oh, yeah.
Just thought I'd mix up the intro for a change. Yeah,
Yeah,
Phil's
the
joining us.
best- I think that's the best introduction we've ever done, ever.
Yeah, just me shouting your name randomly, because I
It's
can.
lovely to see you.
Yeah.
I can't see you, but it's still lovely to hear you. No, it's not, never is that.
I was about to do like a sort of Bruce Forsyth impersonation then. To see you, nice.
Oh, Bruce Oh,
Yes.
R.I.P.
Rip.
Also, it looks very much like the floor here is actual lava. So,
Yeah.
maybe we shouldn't be touching it.
Indeed, maybe we should
It
be.
looks like painted glass.
Yeah, it kind of does. I think we're supposed to be in Casablanca, Phil, in North Africa. I was looking out the windows.
North Africa.
Doesn't really look
So-
like North Africa out there, but
South Africa.
oh yes, you'd think so, wouldn't you? You know, you've tempted me to try and do a sort of like a floor is lava challenge now and see if I can get through the level without touching the floor.
Oh God.
So
I
do
don't
like
think-
this.
I don't think that's going to be possible.
No, I don't think it is. But
So doing a bit of return to Castle Wolfenstein.
Yeah.
Hang on a minute. Why are we returning to Castle Wolfenstein? I haven't even been there once yet.
you haven't,
I
have
can't
you?
return to it if I haven't been there once.
No, you can't. Gosh, the
Is it actually
Sandpex.
based off a real life place?
it's
Wolfenstein.
there's a few inspirations for it. There's
Once something like the famous Nuremberg Castle.
okay, I don't know about that one. I know there's like castle. What's it called? There is a real life castle that it is sort of loosely inspired by. Oh God, people everywhere, Jesus. But there's
That's interesting.
also
I thought.
yeah, there's kind of like also fictional castles from various like movies and things like that, like the Schloss Adler from Where Eagles Dare. That it's partly also based on, I do believe.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh,
World War II films.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that.
you've never heard of
They
World War II
exist.
films? Who would have done a film about World War II, eh? Who would
Yeah,
have
no
thought,
one's
Kit?
done that yet. I don't think one's been done.
No.
I think we need more.
We need more of them. Lots
We
more.
need more of them.
Yes, indeed. I hear all kinds of noises of someone downstairs. Not there. I killed them. I killed them dead. There we go.
Do they speak? Is in North Africa? Is Swahili a part there, or is that mostly the
I think
East
that's.
area?
I think that's East Africa, isn't it? Swahili.
Yeah, or the Kenya
Yeah. That sort of.
over
Yeah.
that way. Kenya. I think my parents actually have been to Tanzania.
Tanzania.
Yeah, they've been over that way towards Tanzania. They really enjoyed it when they were there. They got to see all different animals, you know, giraffes and things like that. They really enjoyed the time they were there.
Nice.
And they obviously that's where the highest mountain is,
Yeah.
Kilimanjaro.
Kilimanjaro.
It's located in Tanzania. I can't remember what countries Tanzania borders. I think
Kenya's one of them, I do believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Zambia, or is it Zimbabwe? It might be Zimbabwe that borders as well.
I think does it also border Somalia potentially as well?
Somalia, yeah, could
Possibly.
be. One of the only countries in the world that begins with Z. Zambia and Zimbabwe.
Indeed, indeed. I was about to say Zanzibar as well, but that might be an old country.
No, yeah,
That doesn't
Zanzibar's been renamed. I forgot what it's renamed to. But
Yeah.
it is named.
Indeed, yeah.
Is it
Quite a while
South
back.
Africa that's the most prosperous and wealthy of the African nations?
Possibly, yeah. I do believe so. I think it's one of the more prosperous ones. Though
Yeah.
admittedly, I believe there's wealth inequality.
It's home to, is it Tabletop Mountain? Or Table, is it? I think it's just Table Mountain. That's it.
Can't remember actually.
Table Mountain, yeah.
I
It's one
can't
of the features.
remember.
Yeah, I don't know much about South Africa. Obviously, I know that obviously famous Nelson Mandela
Yeah,
was president until he got thrown into jail.
indeed. Oh, escape from the hotel. There we go.
Goodbye, hotel.
Goodbye, the hotel. Fine logistics officer. Whoa! Dudes. Be reasonable. I know. I need more food. I need more health. And we got dramatic music coming in now. Who's in here? Ah, food. Hot meal.
Nice hot meal. Ooh.
Down the hatch.
Bit of. What is?
Tastes
I
nice.
forgot. What is hot meal depicted as in this game?
So
'Cause it's a cold meal. Like it's like German sausage. Isn't it?
yeah, the hot meal is It's hard to... Well, I can't remember what it is actually in the base game, but in real RTCW the texture has been changed to something different. Sort of like meat and potatoes or something.
Meat and potatoes.
Meat and tatties, yes. Indeed. Alright, gonna get all this ammunition over here.
Ammunition?
Yes, I'm in the wrong game.
Struck. It's not even a game. It's a gun store in the Grand Theft Auto universe.
Yes. Alright, through this way.
This way?
Just health packs. Oh, can I get that book? I found the dossier already.
Yay! Oh, it's got important information that we can use to...
It's literally just Operation Resurrection. Oh, and it opened the gate over here, thank God. Thank the Lord. Oh, I like using the dual
Operation
Colts.
Resurrection?
Even though this is supposed to be a recreation of a Medal of Honor game, apparently this.
Oh, okay.
And not actually
Yeah,
anything to do with default RTCW. But yes, it's very rough around the edges, Phil.
well, yeah, you can't put it.
Yeah.
Oh, the Medal of Honor series. That's died a death, unfortunately.
I know.
The Medal of Honor series, because it had... it was just... got, unfortunately, washed away in a sea of loads of other first-person shooter games, and it's basically Call of Duty basically kicked it out of the water.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the last one, I believe, was 2010's Above and Beyond.
Oh, was that the
VR
one?
title?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was that VR title. It wasn't very good.
Yeah, there's a lot of Medal of Honor games which, obviously, I don't think were ever ported onto PC. So as a result, I've only ever played like a small minority of them. But yes, a door has been opened somewhere.
No. Wait for it. It's better if we do it like this. A door has been opened.
Is that your Griswold voice? Yes. Here it is.
It appears you have opened a door.
Oh, it appears he has died. There we are. Right, you got anything else in here? Nothing in that box? No.
Actually, while we're doing Wolfenstein, on the topic of the old Wolfenstein, what is going on? I haven't heard anything regarding like Wolfenstein 3.
No, haven't
either. Yeah, or anything. Because obviously we had the after the new plots and all that, we had Cyber Pilot, which is the VR title. The VR title for the Wolfenstein Cyber Pilot, which wasn't great, and then Youngblood, which wasn't great.
Yeah. I still need to play more Youngblood.
Yeah, you do, because I remember you did a bit before. But since but they aren't really mainline games. Obviously, the last mainline was the New Colossus.
Yeah.
And since New Colossus hasn't been anything like, machine games have gone a bit silent.
Yeah, they have, haven't they?
Like I heard rumours way back that there was going to be a Wolfenstein 3, or they were going to continue on, but I'm struggling to see how they progress.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I mean, I think if they maybe did like a game where you get to actually see the revolution unfolding in the US, that would be potentially something they could do, because they didn't really show
Youngblood
it.
Sort of going forward with, but obviously he plays his two daughters.
So Youngblood is set in the 1980s, and it's set after the liberation of the United States, and I believe the majority of it is going to be set in Paris, or is set in Paris rather. So I don't think it covers anything to do with the US. So yeah, it's its own thing basically. But yeah, I need to play more of it, just so I can say I played it. But that makes me think though, I probably should play the other Machine Games Wolfenstein games on the channel at some point. So the Old Blood, the New Order, just so I have done those. I know.
Oh yeah, didn't it work? But yeah, I suppose you could do that. I mean, you have already played them, haven't you?
Yeah.
So you know exactly what's going to happen.
I mean, thing is, people
can be interesting to do things blind.
It can be interesting to do things blind, but people have asked for me to do the Old Blood, and they have said that they don't mind that it wouldn't be a blind thing. So, yeah, some people I think like they just like my content for just me chunnering away to myself.
Actually, and it might be more beneficial because the last time you played it, you were on a really shit PC.
Yeah, exactly.
So it wasn't going very well. It was a bit too intensive for your old PC.
Indeed. So it probably would be good to do it.
Because the New Colossus was fantastic.
It was.
And of the three rebooted, which do you find the best?
I mean, it's got to be the New Order, just because that was the one that started it, and it had such a gripping storyline to it, and just everything about it I think was just a fantastic reimagining. I mean, obviously, you know, not everyone likes the newer ones, especially those who wanted them to sort of stick to World War II, but hey, you know, they're still good for what they are.
Yeah.
The Machine Games ones. And
yeah, very, very lovely little games, I would say.
Indeed. I think it just, you know,
all three as well.
Yeah, the graphics were great. The gunplay was really smooth and functioned really well. There's just so much to like about them, and the fact that they had some very interesting characters too.
Oh God, yeah.
Just makes them really, really enjoyable. So that was why the New Order for me really stood out. Oh, I died. Never mind. And I'm on a bit low health, Phil.
I mean, the new Colossus was very good as well. I mean, in that one, compared to the New Order, you could actually dual wield different style weapons.
Yeah, you could.
You couldn't do that in the New Order.
You could only dual wield the same type of weapon.
Same type of weapon, yeah.
True that. Yeah. So that was definitely an improvement that the new Colossus made.
But there's some interesting things that you wouldn't expect in the new Colossus, as you found out. It's good to see your reactions of those.
Yeah.
I'm not going to reveal anything because it might be spoilers. But if you don't want to be spoiled, but if you want to actually see it, you can watch the playthrough because I'm sure you've got a playlist of the Wolfenstein 2.
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
You can have a look.
You can all go and watch it.
And see what you think to the game.
Indeed. You can all go and watch that and. Have fun listening in to me, probably getting myself shot to pieces on more than a few occasions.
Yes, it was quite difficult
at times. Yeah,
even on normal settings, there were some moments where it really got quite difficult. Oh, especially one of the infamous parts of it, which is quite a few top 10 lists, is difficult sections, frustrating, like top 10 frustrating levels or top 10 difficult levels, was the courtroom.
Oh one. Yes, that. Yeah. Good level though.
Good level, but it was notorious for being difficult.
Indeed.
I actually showed you I messaged you the other day, didn't I, about What Culture list, where they were talking about like top 10 unnecessary levels that I just showed you, and what was in there: Return to Castle Wolfenstein's Forest Stealth level.
See, I didn't actually watch it, but I was going to make a guess then. I bet I can guess what level it is. And yes, you're absolutely right, it was the one I had in mind, the Forest Compound level. Indeed, for the mandatory stealth.
I'll send you the What Culture article over text message.
You did.
And it was the page where but that was an interesting one.
Yeah.
But yeah, that courtroom scene was insane. I remember when I did it, I got frustrated.
Yeah, it's just because obviously, like, you have to move very quickly in that section to just get under cover, grab as much ammo as you can. Because of course, when you start a section out, you have no weapon, so you have to just quickly take out an enemy with like a close-up attack and then just get his weapon.
And then just keep coming and coming and coming.
Yeah. It helps though if you get like the hammer gevers at the back of the courtroom, because they're quite powerful.
Yes.
Yeah.
They had some powerful guns, some very nice guns. I've noticed that the Wolfenstein does bring in some interesting guns as well, and as a bit naff as the 2009 version was, it did bring in some good guns as well. Good
weapons, yeah. That's one thing about the 2009 Wolfenstein that was quite good. It's just a shame that they didn't have quite the variety.
I will say, out of all of the Wolfenstein games, I will say the 2009 version had the best death animations.
Yeah.
Even in the latest games, where even if you just shot them in the throat, they just go and fall over. But in 2009, if you shot them in the throat, there'd just be a moment where they'd be clutching their throat,
choking,
before they keeled over, or when you just, when you shot them in the leg, they'd, hop around on one leg for a couple of seconds and then keel over and die.
Indeed.
Even if you did that in like the New Order or the New Colossus, they wouldn't do that. They'd just keel over and that was it.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed the extra animation for the deaths.
Indeed. Just feels like, they put a bit more attention to detail into it in that regard. It's funny, there's a lot of things in terms of little details about Wolfenstein 2009 that had they really sort of worked on the plot a bit more to make it, a bit more cohesive and just sort of a bit more interesting, They could have actually produced a fairly decent Wolfenstein game there that wasn't quite so forgettable. Uh-oh, that's another card. Right.
And now for a little segue to do a bit of promotion.
Oh.
So if anyone is interested in discovering about Andrew's tips and what he feels went a bit downhill for 2009, we've got there was a Sea Being Hunted episode specifically about Wolfenstein 2009 plot. I think if you just put that into Google, Sea Being Hunted, Wolfenstein 2009, you'll see all your thoughts and everything about the storyline, plot, everything as well.
I did actually, in fact, do quite a few years ago a video. It was called General Red Reflects the Wolfenstein franchise.
Yes, you did. You did indeed.
Also covers that topic of what it was about Wolfenstein 2009 that I felt could have been better.
Yes, you've done 2 videos essentially there.
Yeah.
I think you also went into a little bit of detail on the Old Blood and the New Order.
I did.
You played those at the time.
Yeah. Aye.
But then he went all goo gaga over Return to Castle Wolfenstein.
Yes, I kind of did. I went all rose-tinted spectacle-itis, fanboy and all that. Indeed I did, Phil, indeed I did.
So, another interesting little thing I thought of, since you're coming, unfortunately, towards the end of custom maps for this, because they seem to be starting to run out, which is a bit of a shame.
Yeah.
And is getting on. Of all of the various different maps you've played, which ones have really struck out to you? You don't have to like. It might be a bit difficult. Not the best, because it's always subjective. It's the best. Oh, it's the absolute best, because you can have many good ones.
Yeah.
So of the ones, which ones have you? You can name off a couple or a few of the best custom maps that you have attempted, and maybe some of the worst.
Okay, I can definitely name more than a few for each of those categories. Yeah. So I mean, like for the best ones, or the ones that like really stood out for just being really good. I mean, there's been some real sort of good ones from the last sort of few months to the last couple of years. So I mean, like the Wolfenstein Enemy Territory single player add-on that was created sort of in the last year or two. That is one heck of an achievement. That it was really good. To actually see Wolfenstein Enemy Territories maps actually turned into single player. Which was really good. So that was a fantastic one. Other ones, generally stood out, like the Dark Army Uprising. That was a good one. Flying Saucers, Time Gates, the Vendetta Dilogy. That was another really great one. The Victors. That was a good one as well. There's just some real fantastic add-ons. Yeah. Just in terms of, you can clearly tell how much work has gone into them. In terms of ones on the other side of the scale, which haven't been as good. I mean, there's a lot of like small things, like single level ones, which you can clearly tell were like first attempts or either like unfinished ones. I mean, like EPOWC, which I replayed with a real RTCW not too long ago, definitely is one of them. And this one that I'm playing right now, I wouldn't say is one of the worst ones, but it's definitely very rough around the edges. So not the best that I've ever played. Not the worst though either. I think there definitely are far worse ones that I've played. But just some thoughts there in that regard.
That's good thoughts. Yeah, I would also say Operation Vorsic.
Yes, that was a good one. Yeah, as an older one.
The very first custom map.
Very first custom map. That we collabed on. Indeed,
that one was really good. There was that one as well, which I thought wasn't the best, where we got. I can't remember what it was. It might have been called the Fortress, where we got. We came inside and we got stuck, only to find out that you had to go behind the wardrobe. And we got that lever that we pulled. Yeah.
Yeah. What was that one called? I think it was that Operation Officer. That one.
Yeah, it could be Operation Officer.
Yeah. Something like that.
I found out we were pressing the lever too many times.
Yeah.
And we got berated in the comments.
Indeed, we did. Well, that's a classic sort of red moment, that, of just being slightly dumb.
But we got through in the end, thanks to no clipping.
Indeed, we did. We managed to figure out what it was we meant to do there and realised how silly we'd been.
Exactly, you see.
I don't remember that being a particularly long map, that one. But yeah, that's the thing.
No, it was quite a little short one. I think it was only an episode or maybe even 2.
Yeah, it was pretty short. Ooh. It's interesting that they had a lot of ammo on the floor along here.
Like, prepares you for a new fight.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. There's going to be a ton of enemies or something.
Hello, he pops his head out.
Hello, says Red. Oh, there's a truck here. Is this the end of the level? Truck boarded. Ah, there's the end of the level right there.
There you go. Oh, wait, you've got onto the truck.
It's brought us up with the OSA briefing screen, apparently, which is not what I was expecting. Maybe we have reached the end of this.
Oh my goodness me, is that?
I don't know. I'm just wondering, yeah, if it takes us to one of the default cutscenes, will that mean that effectively... Oh no. Okay, it is another level after this, which makes sense, because I could have sworn, yeah, there were 6 levels in this, and that was just the 5th one that we went through there.
You see?
Yeah.
You see? You're having a go at the thing, but
I'm not having
like,
a go.
oh.
I was just confused, surprised, that's all.
Confused and surprised. They were just using the default splash screen, weren't they, really?
It looks like it. Well, I think that's probably the best place to wrap this up, and I'll do the...
Oh, no, oh!
I'm sorry, somebody shot me through a wall? Good lord, I might have to actually pause the game.
Well, isn't it?
Yeah, see what I mean when I say this one's a bit rough around the edges and all that?
Your mission failed already.
Indeed, yeah.
Sometimes you have to get yourself into the pause screen, don't you?
Yeah, you do have to. And there's a friggin' loudspeaker in the background in the sound effects of this area playing out. Alright, stop, there we go. Alright, well, we'll wrap up here, and I hope you'll join me for episode 6, where I'll have to deal with whoever is managing to magically shoot me through the side of this truck.
What was that through the loudspeaker?
It was just a German voice saying something or other.
I need to get a loudspeaker, I think, for myself, and just be like, just imagine that if I had a loudspeaker.
Oh, I don't want to imagine it.
Thing through it. just all of a sudden.
Just the Jurassic Park theme tune. Yeah. Is that what you do? That's your go-to thing, is it?
It is my go-to thing now. I seem to present it in nearly everything.
Yeah, it feels like you do it quite frequently, don't you?
I like a bit of Jurassic Park, even though I've never actually watched it. Would you believe?
Neither have I. I've never actually.
Crazy.
Yeah, I've never watched any of the films all the way through.
How many are there?
Loads. Yeah, how many films can they make about people trying to escape a bunch of dinosaurs on an island somewhere?
Escape from a
park.
Like a sort of park where there was it's like a sort of amusement park, wasn't it? Escaped.
Indeed. Sorry, we're going into a whole digression here about Jurassic Park. What are we doing?
Why do you always say sorry when we go on digressions?
Because we're supposed to be doing an outro right now, not stretching the video out.
I don't think people really care.
Okay, well, if you don't care, ladies and gentlemen, then let us know in the comments. If you do care, address your complaints to phil@gmail.com.co.uk.org.jp.
Incorrect.
Yes.
No, that's not the email. Haha,
there we go. Alright, Facebook and links down below, along with the link to my propagandist channel for anyone interested. And if you enjoyed, a like is of course always appreciated. Other than that, this is the two of us now signing off. Goodbye, everybody.
See you later.
I don't know what that was, but I'm not sure. Head for navigator and take our depth up to 100 meters. And through the hole, thread the needle. Navigator. Right. This feels like a big section again, this does. I mean, it's been steady sailing so far, no particular threats, nothing like that. Fairly straightforward path, even if it was a bit kind of hard to find at first. Now down we go. Descend a little bit. We are kind of going at full speed here. Right. Just keep moving forward. No! This is bad.